YouTube, it's Mike with the guns. Let's talk about some guns. Right here, I have my St. Edge PDW. I know I've talked about this thing one time in the past. I've showed it at least before. That was a while ago though. That was before I started adding any accessories to it. So I wanted to do a video today and just talk about some of the things I've been doing to it, playing around with, some of the ideas I've been doing, some of the things that I ordered. And I wanted to get some of the comments going too, because I like when you guys leave some comments and spread some of your knowledge, because I'm still kind of new to the game. And I read the comments that you guys leave, and it inspires me to look up some more information. And I learn a lot from a lot of you guys. So go ahead and leave some comments about any of the things that we talk about. But like I said, this is my St. Edge PDW. This is the St. Edge. It was available around last year. I'm not sure for how long, but I got this last year sometime. They still make the same gun, but it's called a St. Victor. I'm happy I got it while it was the St. Edge, because my name is not Victor. Maybe if it was a St. Michael or something, I'd be a lot cooler with the new version. And I know it's not the name Victor anyway. It's probably saying like it's victorious, yada yada, whatever. But I'm happy I got a St. Edge. We can call it St. Michael maybe for this video. But this is a St. Edge PDW made by Springfield Armory. This is pretty much one of the smallest AR pistols that you can get. This is an AR-15 chambered in 5.56, 223. I think they make it possibly in some other calibers also, which I think they might make it in 300 blackout, which a lot of people say with these PDWs, you really should get them in 300 blackout. This is 5.56, and this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be chambered in 5.56. The idea behind it though, what a lot of the more experienced people are telling me, and it's true when I look up the research, it's not a matter of opinion, it's just science. The 5.56 cartridge needs a longer barrel to reach its full capacity, its full potential, full velocity. That length that it needs, this 5.5 inch barrel is not enough. I don't know exactly what length it needs. You guys are just gonna have to research. A simple Google search could give you that answer. But again, I don't know, but I think it's somewhere around 10 or 11 inches. It's a lot more than the 5.5 inches. So a lot of people complain about these short barrel PDWs chambered in 5.56. They say you should have got it in 300 blackout, because 300 blackout doesn't need as much of a barrel length to reach its full potential. And when I'm looking up things, that's true also. Of course, it's science. That's just how it is. 300 blackout does reach better potential in such a short barrel. But also, for you 300 blackout guys, comment on this and let me know. Let me learn a little bit more, because I'm reading that 5.56 is more accurate at longer distances especially. And 300 blackout, from what I'm reading, you have to worry about bullet drop at long distances. Not even that long, but 300 blackout is better for short distances, which would be great for a little PDW like this. But what if you have to use it in a longer range? I was gonna say long range, but what if you have to use it in a longer range situation? 300 blackout might not be the best cartridge. I'm happy I have a 5.56. So any of you 300 blackout guys, go ahead and leave me some comments on that comparison for that reason. What do you think about the accuracy at long ranges of the 300 blackout? I've had people leave comments on this particular gun saying they have it. I've never shot this gun at this time. I will soon, now that I'm adding some accessories, some optics to it and such. But people that have had the gun for a while have left me comments saying that they can hit 6-inch targets all day from 100 yards with this little guy, 5.56. That's good news for this little package. So I'm happy I have it in 5.56. So let's go over what we got here. The overall length total is 18.75 inches. This is, like I said, one of the smallest AR-15 pistols you can get. There's a couple of things they do to this to make this smaller. The 5.5 inch barrel, now I'm not a pro or anything, I'm just kind of reiterating stuff that I've read, and you guys need to do a little more research if there's anything that really interests you. I'm just putting some ideas in your head, things that I've read, things I've come across, and things that I have. So 5.5 inch barrels supposedly have issues cycling in their standard form. So this device on the end here, on the bottom, the muzzle brake, is not only a muzzle brake, but it's actually a device. I don't know exactly what it does. I'm not the engineer, but it was developed specifically for these shorter barrels to assist not only as a muzzle brake, but also as a device to assist in the cycling. You got to look it up. I don't want to say much more than that, but this device on the end of the barrel here, it's by Maxim Defense. They call it the hate brake. So not only is it a muzzle brake, but it's also a device to assist in the cycling with such a short barrel. So that is by Maxim Defense. That's their patented technology. They also put that on their Maxim PDX, which is a very similar gun, but this is on the Saint and also the PDX. Another thing they came out with a while ago for the PDX is this brace right here. Now, I'm not a huge fan originally of the pistol braces. I honestly think they're ugly. But the benefits that you get from having this gun as a pistol configuration rather than a short barrel rifle, you could carry this as a pistol. Not like you're going to carry it, but for transporting in a vehicle, for example, in the state that I'm in, North Carolina, you could transport this in the car, on your driver's seat, tucked away in the car, concealed. You could transport this as a pistol. If it had a fixed stock, not this pistol brace, you'd have to keep it in the trunk. You could have a big problem if you had it in the car, if it was a short barrel rifle. And it would be exactly the same as this, but just a solidified stock instead of this brace with the Velcro strap. So that's really one of the huge benefits of this brace right here. And it extends out like this. This brace, before I forget to touch on this topic, these pistol braces, these types of braces have been around for years. They're normally a little bit bigger than this to fit over a standard AR-15 buffer tube. This one, patented by Maxim Defense, also their technology, is integrated within the buffer tube. You can't just slap a new upper on this because of this pistol brace. It's integrated within the bolt carrier group. The spring travels inside the bolt carrier group. So you can't just easily swap the upper because of this this special buffer tube and everything that's here. It's a lot shorter than the standard AR buffer tube. You save a few inches. I think you save something like 4 inches from an AR typical buffer tube because of the Maxim Defense patented technology. They call it the Scw Brace. And this is not like $100 brace. If you want to buy this brace separately and do your own build, I think it's like a $500 brace if you buy it. Now here's the thing, you extend this out to a comfortable position. I mean, look at that right there. Let me remove this cover. I got some optics on here that I've been playing around with. This is a Sig Sauer Romeo 5, which is like a $100 optic, a little over $100, red dot. I've been playing around with that. And this is a laser light combo on the end. I'll talk about this in a second. But this brace was originally made to, not really originally made, the reason it was made was to assist in one-handed shooting. It's supposed to unstrap and wrap around your arm to assist in one-handed shooting. Now, did you see what I just did a second ago though, what I'm doing here? Now, this is a problem for the ATF, what I'm doing right here. It might be a little more comfortable if I extend it out. Now, I'm not shooting right now. I'm just showing you what is a problem for the ATF. I'm shouldering the pistol brace. Now, when these pistol braces first came out, a lot of people started shouldering them. And it was a big problem for the ATF because they look at it as a workaround for not making it a short barrel rifle. Which is, I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying. So there's a lot of issues going on with these types of braces in general that can be simultaneously used as a stock interchangeably. So the ATF was saying that you can't shoulder these braces. Then I think they changed their mind. Any of these details you've got to look up in further detail. Don't get yourself in trouble. And again, I'm not shooting this right now. I'm just showing you what the topic is. Then they changed their mind to say occasionally you can shoulder it when necessary, but not if it's the primary function of the weapon. So I think that might be where it stands right now. Occasionally, it's kind of sketchy, the whole thing with the pistol braces. They're in the middle of trying to ban them. I don't know what's going to happen by the time anybody sees this video. Months from now, who knows what the status will be on these pistol braces, what they're going to make you do. But that's the problem that the ATF is having with these things. They don't want you to shoulder them. So after thinking about that so much, I went ahead and ordered a Maxim Defense Spr just so I could have something that clearly I can shoulder when I shoot it. So I've got one of those SBRs coming. That's going to take a few months until I get all the paperwork approved. So for now, I'm just playing around with this pistol configuration that I have, which is the same thing, but just with the pistol brace. Now, like I said, I didn't like the idea of this brace too much in the beginning because it was kind of ugly. But having something that I have the ability to occasionally shoulder in a home defense situation, it gives me a lot more control over the gun. And this is very quickly coming into my lineup to replace my Micro Draco as my large home defense weapon. I've got rails on the top. The Draco, you don't have stock rails. You'd have to change out the handguard. You'd have to do things that I really don't want to do to it. I want to leave the Draco stock. So having rails on here, the ability to add optics and lights, I like it. Plus the fact that it's chambered in 5.56, 223. I plan on running 223 in it, which is going to give me a lot less recoil than 7.62 by 39. And somebody pointed out in one of my other videos, and they're right, 7.62 by 39 is a loud cartridge. You're not going to have hearing protection on in a home defense situation. So running 223 in this just seems a lot better to me than using the Micro Draco for that purpose. I've got a 20 round mag in here right now. It'll take 30 round mags, any stock AR-15 mags it'll take. You've got a mag pull handguard on here, which is free float, which adds to the accuracy of this weapon. Now, some of the things that I have on top here, I've got a Sig Sauer Romeo 5 red dot, which is one of the cheaper red dots that you can get. It's only like I paid like 130 for it or something in one of the local gun shops. Even though it is one of the cheaper red dots though, I've ordered some other cheap red dots on Amazon, not any large gun brands, just internet brands, online brands that I've ordered, and they still don't have some of the features that this red dot has here. Like one of the features I have is that there's a setting on it that when you pick it up, it automatically turns on. The other red dots that I've ordered on Amazon don't have that feature, even though they are kind of budget red dots and they get the job done. So that's what I've got up here. I've also got a light put over here, which I got from Amazon. This was only about $40, and this light is pretty cool. If you hold the gun in this position, it's got a switch right here with two positions. You can press down with your thumb here, or whatever finger is convenient wherever you mount it. You can press down with your thumb right here to turn it on temporarily, and it turns off when you release. Or this switch right here turns it on permanently, or until you switch it off. So another cool thing about this light though, which is what I really like, in a home defense situation, you might not be able to pick up the gun and put it in front of your face right away. You might have to just shoot right away. This light also has a laser in the center. Another thing about this light, look at the center. It not only illuminates the circumference that you see around there, but the center right there is extra illuminated. If you look in the center of that illumination, or close to the center, I have to sight it in at the range one day. There's a laser right in the middle over there. And that's pretty cool. I like this light. So I just wanted to show you some of those things. This light is, you can order this on Amazon. It's like a $40 light. I don't know. The brand was, I think, called Feyachi. But you'll see when you search gun lights on Amazon, laser light combos, there's not many that pop up in the first few pages, so you'll see it. Just to get a closer look at what you're looking at here, let me bring it to this most compact position, 18.75 inches, and that's what you got, this little beauty. There's the Maxim Defense Hate Break with that light on top. They said that light is only 200 lumens. This thing is bright. If it's only 200 lumens, that's all you need. And that's enough to blind somebody temporarily in a full darkness situation also. This is a beauty though. I think we talked about this thing enough for now. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys soon.